Tang gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody watching right now. Hey, man, I show my gratitude for everybody that's tapped in. If you want to support yourself or the channel, I have some courses available, and I also have a Retain Gang community that you can join if you want to take your personal growth more serious. All right, so I'll leave my links in my description and in my pinned comments. But check this out, man. We're in a new calendar year, it's 2025, supposedly, and you have to make sure you change the way that you go about your life now. That no longer can you be a shallow thinker, be complacent with yourself, not paying attention to what's going on around you. It's going to be very important that you change that aspect of yourself, okay? But the most important thing you want to do is know yourself. You have to know yourself in 2025, or else your experience here is not going to be very pleasant. You're not going to be in a great reality if you don't know yourself. You see, now there's two aspects to knowing yourself, and we're going to speak on it. The first thing you need to do is have emotional intelligence. You see, we have this body that we live in every single day, but yet we know nothing about it. We don't know how to use this body. We don't know how it operates. We don't know how to control it. And nobody teaches us how either. You're just walking around blind, all of us. Some of us, we woke up earlier than others and we started figuring out that, hey, this thing right here that I'm in, I have to learn how to work together with it. That way I can operate at my higher self. So one aspect is your emotions. A lot of times when we crash out on people or we just black out and start cursing somebody out, can you honestly say that's you controlling yourself? A lot of us not in control. So if you're not in control during those moments, who is or what is? That's the question you got to ask yourself. You see, emotions is nothing but a wave of energy, right? Energy in motion. That's all it is. So let's say you're angry. The anger that you feel, you're riding that frequency. You're riding that wave of anger. You want to learn how to ride the right waves that's going to be best for you in that moment. But see, a lot of us, we get swept away by these waves. You don't know how to get off of it. You don't know how to ride it. You're just letting it control you. And that's very dangerous for us because it leads to realities that we don't want to live in. Moving in that type of way leads to experiencing malevolent realities, right? And we want to learn how to get out of that cycle. So what you have to do is, in those moments where you feel like you want to crash out on somebody, just sit back and observe what you're feeling, okay? And try to make the best choice in that moment. These are the tests, right? Remember I told you guys this life is a school. So in these moments, these are the tests that we must pass. All right, I put you in this crash out moment. How are you going to handle it? Are you going to crash out, or are you going to sit back and learn how to diffuse what you're feeling so it doesn't poison your decision making? Every day we're fighting these little battles, these small battles. But this is the spiritual war I'm talking about, right? When you pass these tests, you elevate, you level up within you. You learn a little bit more about yourself. So that's the goal. We want to control this, learn how to work with it. A lot of folks are on autopilot, and that is very dangerous right now. Being able to maneuver and ride your emotions the right way, that's going to put you in situations where you can be controlled. Okay, this is a technique that narcissists do. They learn how to get and find people that have weaknesses. They find that weakness and then they exploit it because they know that you have emotions that tie to those weaknesses. It's all about taking your energy and putting it on a wave that they know you can't handle. You see? As someone can master your emotions, they master you. If I can get you upset, I'm your master in that moment. Right? Same thing with good emotions. If I can make you happy, I'm your master as well. So you want to disconnect from all that and learn how to be in the emotional state that you want to be in, no matter what's going on around you. And this is why I tell you guys, the world can be on fire around you, but you got to have that zen within. You always got to keep the inside a peaceful state. You see? And it takes practice. These things take practice. It's not going to happen overnight. Just like working out, you got to exercise daily for those muscles to get stronger. So practicing emotional intelligence and how to control your emotions and not crash out, that is a muscle you have to exercise. A lot of us have never exercised that muscle. You snap on anybody who come at you incorrect, right? Not saying that you shouldn't defend yourself, but as we go on further and further into this year, everything's about the energy, because now there's so much energy that plays a part on you and how you react and how you act, how you feel, that you got to be careful. You got to be careful on what you attach yourself to. Okay, so having that emotional intelligence. Also, a second aspect is knowing how to work this, how to control this, right? The mind, the imagination, image nation. What is an image? It's a representation of who you are externally or what something is externally. Okay, nation is a collective of people or a community or organization that has similar beliefs or ideals. So your imagination is every molecule in your body comes together to create a representation of who you are externally. Get that, right? So that means every day that you're thinking, you're creating your reality, because you're creating an external representation of yourself and of your life. So this is why one of the most important things you guys want to learn to do is always keep a positive image of yourself in your head. Okay? How many of us, tell the truth, let me know in the comment section, have a negative image of ourselves on a daily basis? Not saying all day, every day, but a few times it might creep up in your head. Y'all let me know. This is another muscle you have to exercise. And I'm not perfect either. Sometimes those negative images creep up in my head too, but I do my best to block them out. Because a lot of you might not know, some of these negative images that we have of ourselves start when we're young, when we're kids, right? Young bloods. And it might have been something simple. It might have been, you might have made a mistake doing something and somebody said, oh, you always making mistakes, or you clumsy, or you never do things the right way. Something so small, and that really hit you. You internalized that, whatever they said to you, right? And you started creating this negative image of yourself. And then you never dealt with that. So as you got older, every now and then, that negative image will creep up and remind you that I'm still here. So it's important for you to not only heal yourself, I have some videos about that, doing your shadow work and finding those trigger points or the source of those triggers and learning how to cleanse them out. And this will also help you have a more positive image about yourself. So no matter what's going on, I'm always seeing myself as the person I want to be right now and in the future. And this will help you achieve your goals as well. This is the secret, guys. This is the magic, is always having that image of yourself in a positive light. If I want my business to thrive, I'm always having that image of my business doing well right now. You see, always affirm yourself that you have everything that you want and need right now. That's the imagery you want to paint. Even the words that you speak. Some of us talk to ourselves crazy. We talk down on ourselves. And you're putting spells on yourself. You're spelling out that reality. Okay, when you speak, you vibrate. You send out a vibration, a frequency. And that programs your molecules, your atoms as well. It programs the atoms and molecules around you. These are the things we have to be aware of. So, as I said, start working out these muscles every single day. Don't try to rush it. You know, a lot of people think that these things happen overnight. They think that, oh, I did it one time, so it's going to work. No, it don't work like that. The more you practice, the stronger you get. And it's going to get easier for you to have that positive image. See, some of you guys need to sit back and practice how to use your imagination. A lot of us forgot because we got grown, we started paying bills, you know, we had responsibilities, started families, and you kind of lost that childlike aspect of yourself. But your imagination is the most important thing on you, in you, outside of you, above you, below you. It's the most important thing. If without this, there would be nothing. Without your imagination, you wouldn't have creation. You see? So exercise you can do is to take some time to yourself. Try to create an image of yourself. Or you can just try to create an image of anything, right? Whatever comes to your mind, try to create that image. And you want to practice keeping that image steady. Because I know, like me, sometimes I get distracted. My mind wanders off. You want to block that out and focus on that image. And then you want to start to put the details in. You know, what color is it? What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it sound like? And then try to create an environment around that image. Okay? And then once you do this, try to keep that image in your head as clear as day, right? Where it's steady, you're not being distracted, your mind is not wandering off, you're not creating other little things in your mind, okay? And, you know, just practice like 5-10 minutes a day. And then if you get in the habit of doing this daily, what you'll notice is you're going to get better at creating the images, but creating a reality too. You're going to have more control of what you're thinking and what you're allowing yourself to think. You're not just taking on everybody else's thoughts or the collective consciousness thoughts, but you're taking on the thoughts that you want to receive and that you want to create. You see? So this whole journey that we're on, man, it's all about learning about us and how to use our technology to benefit us in our life. Right? You have free will. Free will means you have not only the responsibility, but you have the privilege, the right to create. And that's what we're supposed to be doing while we're here. We were made in the image, right? Which means we're a representation externally of what the Most High is, what Source is, the universe. Okay? So learn how to be yourself. That's the best way I can explain it. So if anybody watching this video has been having trouble with your emotions, with your imagery, and knowing who you are, these are some things you can practice. Okay? That's going to get you started. And remember, always ask for guidance whenever you're lost. Because when you ask, you shall receive. Okay? It's that simple. So love yourself always. Be confident in yourself, meaning be yourself, no matter who likes it or not. Always be sure of yourself and your ability to do something or create something. All right, don't let nobody take that away from you. So I hope this video can resonate with you guys. If you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations. So I'll leave my link in my description and in my pinned comments. With that being said, you have a beautiful day, man. And I'm out. Peace.